Alright, hello everyone. Gonna do number 7 of logic bombs. Logic requires no guesswork. I need not wish you luck. Interesting. I suppose that's true. Okay. Actually, that's... I really like this kind of attitude right here, though. The logic requires no guesswork. I need not wish you luck. It's literally your own efforts should go and bring you to the correct solution. Might take you a while, might take a couple attempts, but as long as your logic is solid, you're okay. Interesting. Because they're already touching on these 2 points, this is required, because there's no way to avoid not hitting this bomb. So then this is going to handle these 2 positions, which then means there has to be a covering here to prevent this bomb from hitting this one, because that's going to have to be covered. So that has to go that way. And considering what I know about this, it's going to have to hit those 2, so I also know all these are handled. Okay. Interesting. Now, there's another possibility that this is just a solid wall. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could just be a solid. Actually, no, it has to be a solid wall, because to get 8, that has to be that. Yeah, so this is a solid wall, which makes that. No, actually. There has to be a wall somewhere around here. So it's not necessarily promised. Actually, that's not promised either. So let's pull that off. Okay. Okay. This either has a... Yeah, actually, that would need a wall there. And likely it would need a wall there, because that's the only option, which makes it 3. Because you have to prevent the bomb from hitting that. Now, this likely also needs a wall. The question is, this comes down. This can only hit 2. So this hits, that hits. This hits 1, maybe that hits that or that. Since these 2 both share, they could both work in theory. This is at least protected from all the available bombs. So, in this group. So I don't have to worry about that. Wait, they're saying there's 1 in this group here. Well, then it'd have to be that, right? Because if 1 is required in the top ranks, the bomb needs to hit 2, which means it has to actually... Yeah, this row is all blanks. Yeah, so I know exactly that has to be that way. Okay, so this has to have 1 in this row. The bomb needs to hit all these, so it must be there, which means I have 1 spot left here. Okay, there's 2 at this level down here. There's 3 here, but it doesn't necessarily mean... 2. See, where can I deduce the remainder 8? Actually, since there's 8, that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I now have deduced this. I've eliminated this, so this. Also now know this is there. This is here, which means all these have to be there. And I've determined that those two are there. This is the last one there. Okay, so I now have eliminated all those positions. Now, I have 1, 2, meaning I have a remainder of 4. So either these or this one. There's 2 spots remaining. This has multiple positions remaining. This has 1 position remaining. There's 3 here, which leaves this at a 50-50 split. Currently with this going on, that has to likely be there, otherwise that bomb will hit this. That is not correct, so I have to stop there. That likely has to be there to prevent this bomb from hitting that one. So with those both limited, then leaves us down into a seriously reduced path, putting that there, putting this here, removing this, and eliminating these. Now, down to 3, since I know that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, eliminating this row. Now I have a remainder of 5, 2 remaining, 2 from the remainder, creates 3, sorry, to be the remaining, eliminating that row entirety. Finally, success. And that, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go.